What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this week's edition of the Six Gaming Podcast. I am your host, as always, Shosan, and God, I missed you guys last week. Had some official business, had to go take care of. Show is really bad with the pistol. I just found this out, but I can shoot the nuts off a fly at 150 yards. I mean, just dime-size groupings. So I'm really good with a rifle. Terrible with a 9mm. Don't know. That's what you get when you grow up in Oklahoma. So
yeah, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Guys have nuts.
dude, they don't anymore. I mean, I fucking
Not when you're around.
Their nuts are much like their eyes. They
Yeah.
have hundreds of them.
took care of it though. Don't worry.
I have compound genitals.
Jesus. Oh, that's a
All over the
disturbing
place.
thought. And that's how we're starting off the show, you guys. I love it. So thank you. Already have a facepalm from Ron, of course. What are we, 30 seconds into the show?
Good start.
Yeah, love it. So thank you guys very much
We're
for
on pace
coming.
for about
I'm
100.
very happy to be back. With me, an awesome and illustrious set of co-hosts, which I cannot wait to introduce you to. Up first, Captain Damien.
Hi. I'm on time this week. That's pretty cool.
Your intros are always awkward.
Yeah.
Just a little, yeah. Up next, we have Mr. Penthern just shaking his head, depressed.
Hey, what's up? And say hi to the Kafir who are here. Possibly, I don't know if they're in chat or whatever, but some friends of mine are watching in.
Sweet. Yeah, love it.
Dan, your intros are always not messed up. They're just so
No,
straight and
not
narrow.
the least. I think he's the only legitimately prepared person on the show, and that's not even saying much.
I adult very well.
Screw that. Up next, we have this guy we haven't had around, at least not on video, forever. Coles Aratha.
I haven't been here for months, I don't think.
I mean, he's been on video.
Oh yeah, tons of video.
Well, yeah, but
He's been updating his website.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
really busy with that. We're actually making a second website, so I've been really busy preparing that to go live.
Wow, totally not
Busy.
rated M for mature.
Preparing.
Yeah. Wait, so
You have to have a good selection of videos to release a new website.
so you finally got your own fluffer for your videos and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're going too far here.
Oh,
So
shit.
that means a cat, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Two cats actually.
God.
It's Hip Cat.
Up next, Althias joins us once again.
Hey, I'm here. I'm not sick. That's
That works.
good.
It was
I'm less sick.
enthusiastic. It was a good intro. Finally, Mr. I am not, Mr. Runkley.
I am not a thesaurus, but you really need one.
I do. Yeah, that's for sure. All right, you guys. Finally, I do want to throw a quick shout out to Mr. Fu joining us as always. Thank you, sir. And what? Fandango. There you go. So
Bingo.
I can't read today. I need to drink more before I can read. So thank you guys very much for joining us. This is episode 52 or 100, whatever. There you go.
You know, our
Someone
first
can
series
count.
ended at 52.
Yeah. Oh, did it really? Wow.
What's in
full
this
circle.
one? Start a new one.
Season 3.
Season
We are
3 coming soon.
Season 3.
Well-
You know what I like about this though is that the first 52 we skipped some weeks and every once in a while, but this is our 52nd consecutive week.
Yeah, dude,
Pretty good.
nailing
One
it. this
crazy.
time around.
single year.
Yeah,
So,
totally
hats off,
nailing it.
guys.
Now, something that I did want to bring back from our previous show, and I'm all kind of queued up here, we're going to move on to my favorite part of the show, you guys, and I'm so happy to do
Watch
this.
your ears, folks.
Good news, everyone!
That was pretty good.
Was it a little loud?
Show
It was a
loves his
little loud.
soundboard.
I do love my soundboard. That's right, it's news! I got sounds back. Although I'll need to tweak the sounds a little bit. So I apologize. Your ears, rest in peace. Rip. Anyway, okay, so I don't know about you guys, but I love watching the old StarCraft Pro matches. But it seems like StarCraft kind of went the way of some of our other games. One of the top players in the world, Life, was just arrested for fixing games. Yeah,
This is the
taking
guy
dives
that,
and everything.
this is the guy that made the finals at BlizzCon the last 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Actually, last I checked, he was number 2 in the world just recently. And then he was taken down South Korea for fixing matches. Yep. Purposely throwing or, conspiring with his opponents to win or lose a game based on whatever was needed. So
Terrible.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what's going on. You have people taking performance-enhancing drugs for matches now. You have people throwing matches. This is turning into boxing and baseball.
Actually, tennis just had a big match-fixing
Yeah, they
issue
did.
this week.
Ah, Jesus, even
Like,
tennis is nothing sacred, people.
Like Djokovic had to withdraw from a Russian tournament because somebody approached him for it and he didn't feel comfortable following through with it, so he just dropped out.
You know what this reminds me of? This is one of those days where they did a Simpsons episode where Homer had to be, he was the only ref that wouldn't take a bribe in the World Cup and soccer games. That's what we need. We need a Homer Simpson for our MLG games. That's what we need.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
you could see it as finally becoming a legitimate sport.
Well, that's true. I mean, we are getting our own drama now, so...
Drug use and all that.
I still don't understand, like, what the fuck are performance-enhancing drugs? But I guess it was like Ritalin and shit. Yeah.
Pretty
If
much.
if you can focus really well on the game and close out distractions and have faster reaction times, that makes you a better gamer.
I guess, yeah. Quick shout out to Sophie. Thank you very much for joining us. Everybody else, of course. Okay, so Hearthstone, they are doing some wild and crazy changes here.
Ha! Wild, I get it. Ha ha ha.
Aha! You
really
see
good.
what happened there?
Yeah, I see.
They're
You totally didn't
doing
use it.
magic.
That's the best part of it.
they're doing magic.
Well, yeah, it's a proven format. So, Penn, you seem to know quite a bit. So what exactly are we doing, though?
Well, I mean, for standard is a thing in Magic where they basically say the last X number of sets in Magic. It's the last year, I think. And here, I think they're saying the last 2 years because there are less expansions that come out. But they say you can only play with cards within some period of time. So if there was a card from and plus a certain core set of cards. So if there was a certain card that got printed, say 3 expansions ago, and it was super overpowered and everyone had it in their deck, it'll eventually cycle out of the game for the standard format.
That's
And then you
kinda
have
cool,
to find new things to do, new ways to build decks. So
It almost eliminates the meta, it sounds like. Well, to a degree.
there are new metas that rotate in and out. So like, I don't think they nerf cards and stuff like that. In Magic, they don't change the way cards work. They just have to ban them. So I think I talked a little bit a while ago about how they banned Splinter Twin. And of course, Dropkick isn't here to talk about it again. But in here, they can just, if a card's too powerful, they can nerf it. But this way, they might not do that. They might just leave it and wait for it to rotate out of standard. And then I didn't read what Wild is, so I don't know.
Wild is
basically everything.
Yeah, every card that's in the game is free to go. So that was kind of cool. I still don't play Hearthstone enough, though. If you guys can play it and enjoy it, man, more power to you. I got a lot of friends, but I can't do card games.
But I wonder how that's going to work. If you're out of the game for 2 years, can you even play standard? Did you want to have the cards?
I would assume not, but I don't know.
Maybe they'll have those like base cards that just
Well,
just
they
like
did
so
say
vanilla.
the notes did say that the very basic decks are going to work in standard. Like the very first initial stuff that they give to you will work in standard.
makes sense.
So those will be there regardless. But, the other packs, say, for whatever expansion, those are gone. No, was that Scotch I saw? Is that-
Scotch. I love Scotch.
You're
Good man.
off your diet?
I'm on a Scotch diet.
He's on a
Good
Scotch
diet.
That's all I drink, then I will lose weight.
Scotch.
Good man. Yeah, whatever works. Okay, so now Ron put this news post up. So Ron, I'm gonna push it over to you. But Blizzard is doing something very strange here that they're tying into their movie that's coming up.
Well, they're looking to give stuff away again to try to regenerate interest in their fledgling MMO. You might have heard it. It's called World of Warcraft.
Nope, no idea.
No idea. Well, apparently somebody posted to Reddit that they received a survey from Blizzard saying, asking what they thought of getting all the previously released WoW expansions, 1 month of game time, and an exclusive in-game item just for going to see the film.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool. Yeah.
Interesting. And they'll do it too because look what they did with Diablo 3.
Yeah. No, that's a very good point.
Remember, they gave that away for free to people who were subscribed to World of Warcraft at the time and stayed on for a year. So, yeah, interesting. Of course, they have Legion launching this summer, which is around the time that Warcraft will come to theaters. And they're expecting that the film's release will draw in many new players as well as a lot of returning players as well. So, it'd be pretty interesting to see if they can pull that off.
And I hate to say it, but I bought the expansion. I just re-upped my subscription and show's back in WoW.
Yeah, I started playing again too.
After they banned you.
Yeah, and
he played while he was banned on a different account.
Right, but I did actually I put the subscription on the account that was banned because I missed my druid, so show's playing that again. But
Well, this might be good because if they're planning on bringing new players in with the movie, then they better, make sure that this expansion is a good expansion. Because we don't want to leave a sour taste in new players now.
I am 100% sure that this movie alone will absolutely bring new players in.
Yeah.
I don't
If
see
the
any
movie's
way.
good.
Yeah, if the
I think even if it's
horrible,
bad,
we won't.
because even if it's bad, I think people are going to go, oh, let's check out this joke, and
oh yeah, you got a free game and a month free
Some
play.
people, maybe.
yeah. I mean, still anything, I guess. Now, Ron, I guess this next news article is very near and dear to your heart as well.
I just found out about this literally minutes before the podcast started. Parallax Software, the creators of Descent, the founders of that company are establishing a new studio called Revival Productions, and guess what type of game they're making?
Uh-oh.
6 Degree of
6
Freedom,
DOF.
first-person shooter.
Descent?
Not Descent.
Oh,
They don't have the rights to it, but they're going to start with another one. So
that'd be cool.
we'll see how this goes. There's going to be more details in a press release later this week. They want to do a Kickstarter for the game, which kind of makes me think, it might not succeed because only one Descent-like Kickstarter has ever worked, and it was the one with the Descent name. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's still pretty exciting to see Mike and Matt still kicking around, still making games, and hopefully whatever they do is badass.
Ron,
Yeah.
become their marketing manager and make it happen.
Right?
I wish I could.
If anybody could pull it off.
I'm a programmer, not a marketer.
Definitely.
But you're the top of the Descent champion ladder.
What?
Well, he's
Have you
on the
watched
ladder.
any of my games?
Yeah, he's on the ladder. Let's not use the
But you
word.
have you broke their page with so many trophies.
Yeah, but that was for the bronze tier. That's the lowest of the 3 tiers.
Oh, well, then
Yeah,
get your ass to gold. Get your
I
ass
did
to
get up
mob.
to
Yes,
silver.
you have to go.
You missed that last week. I did make it to silver, but I'm
Ooh.
still losing games like 20-5. It's great.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. You'll shake the rust.
Wait, I thought I went boron, platinum, and then bronze.
No.
Oh.
Chemistry show.
Yeah, so,
Not.
I mean, I applaud you. That was
I
pretty
know.
good, but yeah,
In
All right.
fact, you know what, Ken? This is for you.
Hey,
do it.
is that my second or is that just my first?
Nope,
I think
that's
that's
your
the
first.
first of the night.
Okay,
Yep.
good.
First for you.
We should have a
My
little. We
second
should have a little
one.
counter next to
Yes,
everyone's
we need a
picture that
face
shows
palm
how many
counter.
face palms they get.
You're
That's one of
right.
the competitions, right?
That's how you get one of those trophies that overflow the page.
Well, no, that's
How I
like
get
what
bronze.
that's what Zod was talking about last week. Is we need to have a counter and then reveal what it is at the end.
We might do
That'd be
that.
funny.
Yeah. All right. So Bethesda. So this is kind of interesting, and I'm not sure what they're going to do here, but Bethesda did announce that they're going to have what looks like, I guess, 2 press conferences at E3 this year?
Actually, the thing is, Bethesda, before Fallout 4 was announced, they'd actually never done an E3 press conference before. They just kind of ignored the event. I'm sure they had a small presence there before. But this is the second year in a row that that Bethesda is going to have a press conference at E3, which could indicate they're announcing something new.
Like,
Yeah. Well, they
online?
hinted, though, that they had another game coming.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely Fallout Online. After Elder Scrolls Online.
I know. I'm hoping for Skyrim too, right, guys?
Yeah.
I don't think it will be called that.
Elder Scrolls 6.
It's like the
Skyrim
people.
2.
So yeah, sadly there isn't much on here. This is an article that was found on PC Gamer, and it's just someone tweeted to Bethesda, "Hey, are you guys gonna be at E3?" To which they just kind of said yes, and then that's it. So yeah, it's still kind of cloak and daggers, but I think it'll be cool.
Maybe Obsidian Studios will come and make another Fallout New Vegas kind of Fallout game.
Be kind of cool.
I think Obsidian does really good Fallout games. So they were the original Fallout makers. So
right, and that's just it. I kind of missed that top down, but you'll never get those again thanks to gamers these days, sadly. And then let's see, what was this last one here? Who put this one? Nobody?
Probably Ron.
The League news?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's the League news.
Remilia?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
yeah,
League
that's
news.
League News.
Oh, it is League. Yes, it is. Holy crap.
So, Dan, have
What?
a scotch.
I'm drinking now.
Have another one.
Start talking.
Keep going.
So we talked about Remelia on a previous episode. Of course, she's the first pro female to make the big stage at League of Legends LCS. Well, she stepped down from her support role at Renegades. And we knew for a while that she was kind of uncomfortable with being on stage. She even asked Riot to not feature her in any of the video they do. But she kind of warmed up to it. But apparently, it's been affecting her game, and she said that she doesn't know if she's officially hanging it up, but she's stepping down for now. She says, "quote Maybe one day I'll be able to show people how much I've put into this game on a big stage, but I have to fix my own problems first." So. Yeah,
it doesn't surprise me though. I mean, that is really intense for anybody.
It is.
And we all know that a lot of gamers are fairly introverted as it is. Mm-hmm. So for anybody to be on that stage, that's a huge thing. But then to also be, I guess, the first female ever on the big stage in such a big game like that, I understand.
Can she make money? I mean, was she making money when she was on Renegades? So that's my first question. Is she making money? Is she making money not on Renegade? Because it sounds like she's off a team, not pro.
Well, I would assume too, though, that she's still got a lot of endorsement deals and stuff like that. Guys like Logitech, and they love to jump on just individual players that can bring in an audience.
Otherwise, to be that good, you have to play all day.
Yeah.
And if he's not getting paid to do it, then I don't know why she would leave the team.
Well, it says, quote, that she has officially left the team, but it doesn't say what she's doing and whether she's going to another team or if she's trying to fix her game or what. It sounds like that she's just very uncomfortable with the stage and she needs to address those issues before she tries to make a comeback.
But she's had a really rough past just in terms of what she's had to go through.
I would assume that being the first female that the road to get into the
I mean, it's still
was
Gamergate
stupid.
all over.
Yeah.
And it didn't help the fact that she was talking about how she wasn't born female, so that made it even worse. For when she tried to stream, it made her stream unbearable. I couldn't even watch it because the stream, people in Twitch chat are just absolute dicks.
Well, people in Twitch chat are dicks anyway.
I know, but that doesn't help a person that's trying to, make gaming their living. I mean, you got two ways to do it. You go pro or you stream. It's you can't do either of those because you feel uncomfortable. It makes it really hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys aren't in chat, Pantherian is totally putting up the Onion post, so you guys really got to be in chat right now. I don't know what you're doing.
What am I
I
doing?
don't know if I want to be in chat after hearing that.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, according to Pantherian, Scientologists discover your base, and it turns out they were totally right.
Oh,
What,
because
it
we're
does
talking
belong to us?
about we're talking about the new Fallout DLC.
Yeah,
Oh,
Someone said the Dragon Born Again.
it's still pretty good little Onion post. Anyway, okay, so
Move on.
Shows
we
Wayland.
have a feature on the show that we don't host very often, which is what we call lovingly our shitty minutes. It's just random shit that whatever we wanted to bring up. Right? So I got one for you guys, and it's completely irrelevant. And you're probably just going to completely tone me out, so please do it now. I give up my...
Okay, go ahead.
and there goes Ron. I gave up my Loot Crate in favor of the Humble monthly bundle. Same price. I wanted to check that out, see what was going on, especially since they were giving me Alien Isolation, which I haven't played yet. I will be streaming it because, as many of you guys know, I am a complete chicken shit when it comes to horror games, and that's supposed to be one of the best right now. So I'll put that up, don't worry. But there was a whole bunch of stuff in there. One of them was one that I've been looking forward to for a very long time by a guy named Tim Schafer. Does that name
Ooh,
ring any bells?
yeah.
Oh, were you playing stacking?
No.
Costume Quest?
No.
An adventure?
No. So this game was Broken
Psychonauts 2?
Age.
Broken
No.
Age, yeah.
So, Psychonauts 2 would be amazing, but no, this was Broken Age. This was his first game in a very long time. Tim Schafer, to me, is kind of one of the gods of gaming, one of our founding forefathers, if you will. And Broken Age, it was done under Double Fine, who he currently works for, or works with. But I'm not so sure about this game. I'm trying to figure out if they purposely made it... It's kind of childlike in many ways. And I'm trying to figure out if they did that as a joke, and it's all supposed to be very sarcastic, or if it's, that's actually something that Double Fine and Tim Schafer wanted. I don't know, dude, but to me it's kind of a miss.
Is that that's point and click adventure, right?
It is, and that's one of the things, I'm huge into those. Love point and click adventure games. So that's why I really wanted this game. But Broken Age, dude, God.
When you say it's childish, do you mean gameplay or the story?
No, well, the story. Well, the gameplay is very basic, like you said. It's literally point and click. But the story is, so the game starts out if you choose the guy, and I haven't chose the girl, but there's two different stories in there. But you're on a spaceship, and then you get woken up by a computer that acts as your mother and father, and it's, oh, wake up, sweetie, it's time to get up, and, oh, we have this distress call. So you go over to the controls of your ship, and you have to choose which, distress signal you want to go after, and then it's, oh, we had this, major avalanche, you have to save the people, and then you get there, and it's these weird, like Sackboy-looking characters that have been pinned in to an avalanche of ice cream. You have to eat them out.
That sounds awesome.
Okay.
I don't understand what your problem
Those
is.
go back to your ship.
Said on the podcast.
There's no. Okay, so there's one where you have to save some more of these little Sackboy type creatures
Hold on.
from being attacked.
I'm done.
I didn't. Apparently, I missed it. God damn it! I hate it when I do that.
He will have no idea until he watches the replay.
Something about eating. I don't remember.
Anyway, go fucking watch him Let's Play. We'll move on.
I wanted to say, I've heard things about Broken Age. I've heard that, I think what you're doing right now is Act 2, and I've heard that they had to do Act 2 after Act 1. They blew all their funding on Act 1, and they had to ask for more on Act 2.
Oof.
I believe.
Could be.
So
Could be.
Act 1 was
It
the one that
seems-
people think is good.
It seems really hastily put together. So maybe I just did it in a wrong method. But hey, you guys gave me a choice. It's your fault. You know, that's. I'm gonna play all the way through it. Don't get me wrong. I have to, but yeah. Anyway, there were some other interesting ones in there. A game called Volume, Panarium, Dropsy, and Titan Souls. I tried Volume. Volume's interesting, but it's one of those puzzle games where you have to run around and collect some of these gems in a level, and then you can teleport out to the next level. And that was the only other one I played so far. It's interesting. Not bad. Not great. Anyway, that's shitty news. Yay!
Yeah.
My shitty news ruined
Shitty
the show. So, all right, where are we at? Does
Thank you,
anybody
Lash.
else have anything they want to throw in there?
I have a bit, but I'm gonna save it.
Sweet space nuggets. Fuck.
No, it's not a space nugget. I have a bit. I'm gonna save it for my my what am I playing this week?
Perfect.
So, yeah.
All right. All right. So with that, that was a really good segue because we're gonna move on to my favorite part of the show, you guys. Oh, I'm so happy for this. It's Hey Podcasters, what you playing?
Copyright
Applause?
infringement.
Really? Crickets? God damn
And
it.
the sigh. Don't forget the sigh.
You should get a soundboard for applause.
I'm probably going to. Don't worry. I know I have a
give
cool
them any
mixing
ideas.
board, man. I'm going to fiddle around and blow out eardrums all the time. Okay, so yeah, for me, I've been playing those Humble Bundle stuff. A lot of fun. Excuse me, and we're going to tie this in a little bit, but I kind of picked up some fighting games, which are a lot of fun. I'm so absolutely terrible at fighting games. It's atrocious. But they are fun for me to play. So,
Until you throw the controller.
well, I can't throw this controller.
Yes, you can.
Well,
You could. It would be
I
expensive.
could. Yeah, but it's kind of big.
You're
As you can
lifting
see.
it with one hand, you can throw that shit.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, I got an arcade stick. There's a game though. Crap, I can't remember what the hell it's called. I gotta find it. Gotta find it. Hold on. It's called. I can't find it.
Dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, yeah. Skullgirls. Skullgirls. There you go.
Schoolgirls?
Yeah. Well, it pretty much might as well be Schoolgirls. Honestly, this game it's like very Japanese erotic kind of a thing, but it's also a fighting game.
Is this one of the ones that Twitch banned?
No.
Probably.
No,
it's not
that
bad.
No, it's not that bad. It's a fun game, but there's a lot of panty shots and goofy
Well-
shit whenever you're kicking the enemy. It's very intentional, jiggling boobs,
Is this
very
all
big
females?
jiggling boobs,
Why are you playing this?
Because it's show.
jiggling boobs. I mean, do I really have to repeat myself?
Yeah.
And you wouldn't play that one game that your wife got you.
No, God, Oni
But you're
Chambara, that
playing-
was terrible.
So you're playing the
Oh.
Skullgirls game.
Yes, because Skullgirls
Oh.
was good, Oni Chambara was bad. Bad doesn't even describe how bad that game is.
Oh boy.
Jesus. Anyway,
Well, you know what this proves? You know what this proves, though? It proves that gameplay is important.
We've had this discussion.
yeah,
Yes.
we did. I don't know, man. There's not much gameplay where every time you kick somebody, you get a nice panty shot and jiggling boobs. There's
I think
not
that-
a lot of gameplay there.
It's just called Dead or Alive.
It's pretty close. Yeah, it's pretty close. Anyway, that's it. That's all I've been doing. Ron, what the hell have you been playing, sir? You
Usual
weren't-
stuff. Descent, Crypt, Naked Dancer.
Fantastic. Moving
Not a whole
on.
lot to add to those. Got back into raiding again on Tuesday.
Ooh.
World of Warcraft.
Where are you guys at now?
They've cleared heroic.
They have cleared. Cool.
Yeah, I haven't yet, but hopefully that'll come with due time. Hoping to play next week. We'll see about that. And then picked up a mobile game thanks to my wife called Parks Seasons. This is a puzzle game where you have a grid, you have various shaped parks, and your goal is to put one tree into each park, each row, each column without the trees touching diagonally. What are you doing?
What are you talking about? I don't know nothing.
I almost felt like I should have went.
Ignore the smoke in the background. It's
Right.
just a haze.
It's just, but yeah, it's a pretty cool game. It gets harder. There's levels where you have to get 2 trees in all those various directions and stuff. So definitely check it out. It's at least on iOS. I don't know if it's anywhere else.
I haven't heard it or seen it on the Android store. And they're usually pretty quick to highlight.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay. Althias, you want to go next, good sir?
Sure. I have recently gotten back into Skyrim because I want to get all of the achievements. And because I'm an achievement whore.
That's hard, yeah.
Yep. It's kind of easy in Bethesda games. They just give you set goals. But there's one achievement that I don't know if I can bring myself to get in Skyrim. So when you commit a crime or whatever, if people catch you, you get a bounty, right?
Right.
So one of the achievements is called Master Criminal, and it's for having a bounty of 1,000 gold in all of Skyrim.
Wow, good luck.
Well, it doesn't make sense, though. It doesn't
Why?
make sense if you're a master criminal to be caught all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
But-
You always have a bounty.
It should be called Shitty Criminal.
Yeah, not
Right? Yeah, it makes
To be
sense.
called on the run from the law.
There you go. I shot the
No.
sheriff.
Yeah.
I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot the deputy.
That kind of testimony does not stand up in court, by the way.
I murdered the village. Wait.
That's
I
exactly
did not kill
what
the
it is.
essential NPCs.
But I did not shoot the chicken.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, that'll be
6
awesome,
gaming
man.
karaoke hour, ladies and gentlemen.
Right? Yeah, let us know how you do on there, man.
All right.
So, all right,
Also
cool.
been playing.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. No,
playing
no.
XCOM, just because XCOM 2 coming out, but
Isn't it already, or is that next
Yeah.
week?
No, I
just
came
don't
out.
have money.
It came
Okay.
out
No,
yesterday.
money's a real issue. Fucking first world problems. Jesus, you guys, I can't afford a video game. Anyway. All right, Coles, how about you, good sir?
I've been playing quite a few games. I recently got into Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, which is, I guess it's been out in Japan for quite a while. It's a JRPG, but it's only on PC from what I know, at least in the United States, and it is an amazing game. I love that game. It's great.
Yeah. What was it? Brox actually was playing that one, and
Yeah.
he said the same thing. He said it was amazing.
It's an amazing game. I love that game. Other than that, I've been playing quite a bit of Blade and Soul, which is that new MMO that came out a little bit a while ago.
And how's that one?
It's really different compared to any other MMO I've played. It's all like combo-based action. You know, there's not anything that can hit you.
Right.
Everything's dodgeable. No auto attacks, nothing like that. It's pretty cool.
No, you haven't gotten hacked yet, have you?
No,
Okay,
No.
good. So there's still time.
I haven't got hacked in a very long time until now. Like the last time I got hacked was the last podcast I was on.
I see a connection here.
Yeah, why are you such a target, dude? I don't
I don't know.
understand.
I don't know what I did. I don't even know. Maybe I did get hacked on Twitch. Maybe it's just like
Probably because you keep playing fucking
Underlying.
Pokemon. That's your problem.
Pokemon. Speaking of Pokemon, there's so much Pokemon news coming out this month. It's exciting. Pokemon Go. Then there's the reboot of the original Red, Yellow, and Blue games that are coming out at the end of the month, which I'm getting. I have all 3 pre-ordered already on Amazon.
Wow. Didn't they just put a Pokemon movie on Netflix too? It's
Oh,
like
I
an
watched
X and
all of
Y.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Yeah.
I watched that.
Can't do it.
They're great. I love those.
Yeah.
And then
All right.
still, I've been playing a little bit of League here and there. I got placed in Silver 2 after ending the season of Plat 3.
Oh,
And
nice.
then- yeah, it's not great. I mean, I was like, oh.
Well, better than I do. And
Yeah,
I'm
no,
the
I'm
best.
one.
You know, I'm the best support player in the game.
Here we
So
go. Show.
just
Give
saying.
it up.
The
Give
more
it up, show.
shows, Morgana and Sona and Lux. Amazing.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I put Lemon to shame. Just saying. Lemon Nation's got
He does.
nothing on me.
I agree.
All right.
It's because he's a coach now.
You suck at
Yep.
League.
Yeah, I know, it's awesome.
You can't be the best at something you suck at.
But what does that say about support? Just saying.
You suck at support?
Fair enough. What else, Cole?
Oh, that's about it.
Yeah.
Besides Fallout 4 here and there, which I still haven't beat because I don't like any of the factions enough to like just side 100% with them.
You're gonna have to.
I know. So
Spoiler alert, you're gonna have to.
I just turn it off when I get to a point where it's like, you must pick this or this now. I'm like, all right, we're gonna play something else for a bit.
That works. All right. Wow. Yeah. Dan, what have you got, good sir? Mr. Pantherian looking around. Hi. Welcome back.
Among the living.
Scotch.
Oh.
That's the problem.
Okay, so I got Super Hexagon on iPad. It was free. It's like just a really fast exercise in frustration.
Yeah.
it's
No.
it's just like really anger-inducing.
You know, for a while, me and Brox were trading high scores at it.
My high score is like 20 seconds
On the first level,
Wow.
on the first level.
we're fighting on the 6th level.
Yeah, it's just it's not. Also, I'm playing Dark Souls.
Talk
I
really
about
hate
anger
yourself, don't
inducing.
you?
Yeah. Why?
just kind of hate myself this week.
Super Hexagon, Dark Souls,
Look.
Suicide Watch for
So-
Panther.
Yeah, Pent. Seriously, it's across the street for attention.
Not down the
Down
lane.
the street for results.
Yeah.
Just saying.
We do not advocate anything the show's saying. This is the second time we've
Yeah.
had to tell them not to say that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Show wins.
And some Diablo 3.
Uh-oh.
Wife aggro?
Outside
yeah.
aggro.
And some Diablo 3. I built a Crusader LON build, and I need a few more Ancients, but it's actually quite fun. You just ride around, and giant barrels fall out of the sky and kill everything. So
Nice.
it's fun.
Cool.
That's what I've been doing.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. All right, Mr. Captain Damien, it is time to
Oh,
shine.
am I the last one?
You are the last one.
Oh, dang. Okay, so I'm going to start out with the normal stuff. I've been playing more Star Citizen, dicking around and figuring out how the game works. So there are a lot of commands I actually didn't learn about until this week. Like, for example, if you hold Alt Backspace, you can self-destruct your ship, which is very useful because it saves you from having to log out of the game. Also, I've discovered that you can how heat signatures work, energy signatures. So I went out to Security Post Korea, which is kind of an unofficial PvP area, and I sat behind where all the ships usually warp in. I turned off all of my ship systems and I turned off my lights, and I just sat there and waited for a few minutes, and then somebody in a Constellation, a large freighter craft, warped in, and I just turned on my engines, started slowly moving towards them. When I was in weapons range, turned on my shields and my weapons, and I just let loose on them, and they were dispatched very quickly. And there was something very satisfying about that, so I traded in my search and rescue ship, because I'm not really liking how that maneuvers, and I traded it in for a Hornet Ghost, which is purely a stealth craft, and I'm gonna dick around with that and see if I can do some hunty stealth kills. That'll be fun.
Yeah, do it, man. Rogue it up. Rogue it up.
It just felt kind of felt like Boba Fett in Empire Strikes Back, you know.
So, Fandango did ask, what is the cheapest price for getting into Star Citizen?
Cheapest price for getting into Star Citizen, you can buy a basic starter ship, either the Aurora CL or the Mustang Beta. The Mustang is kind of a really cool fighter craft. The Aurora is like an SUV. It's kind of like a family minivan kind of craft.
I also want to point out that they apparently have a free-to-play until Sunday, February 14th.
Oh yeah.
So
That's
you can
cool.
go check it out for free now
Mhm.
and see what's
Thanks for
up.
pointing that out, man. Get more people into it. Anyway, the cheapest you can get into the game so far is $45. Now, I, on the other hand, have spent over $400 on this game.
Wow. Okay.
Because I like big starships. I bought a Constellation, but all the rigging's not done for it yet, so you still can't really do all the stuff you want to do with it yet.
Right.
The only way to get ships is real money?
No, once the legitimate open world universe comes out, then you'll be able to acquire the ships legitimately within the game.
I'd be like,
rather than spending actual money on them.
But you can't.
It's a pledging thing now. So you're pledging the money, and you'll get the ship when the game comes out.
Okay.
And you'll start with it. It's kind of like here's the interesting thing about Star Citizen is it's not going to have like a leveling system like a regular MMO like World of Warcraft.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be okay. Let's think about it like a gun. You can buy an assault rifle in real life, and you can try to rob a bank, but you might not be very good at it, right?
Right.
Because you might be a terrible shot and not know how to use an assault rifle.
Hey, yeah, I'm a terrible shot.
Yeah, you're a terrible shot.
Yeah,
let's do it. You level skills, but not your level.
Yeah, it's based on skill. And there are so many different kinds of things you can do. Like, you could just be a mercantile trader and kind of work the market if you want to. Or you can play security or bounty hunter or just explore. There are a bunch of different options on what you can do. It's all based on skill and personal preference.
No,
all you're buying is the ship. And the ships are really balanced, or they're still working on balancing. Some of them are broken as shit. They're still working on balancing, and it's just going to be based on skill. And I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. Now, it was brought up, though. Is it still laggy? Is it still pretty early? And
it's patched for me a bit better. First of all, the game has crazy system requirements. I have a Z97 FTW motherboard and a GeForce 670. And I have an i5 processor. I have to run the game on low when I can run GTA 5 on high settings. So, yeah it takes a lot of power.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely a game made for PC enthusiasts.
Of course. PC Gaming Master Race.
Yeah.
The best.
Right?
So, I was having, about a month ago, I was trying to play, but I kept crashing in the main hub area of the world they have built out so far, which was a bummer. Like, I'd be able to play for maybe 5 minutes and just get to my ship on the landing pad before the game crashed.
Nice.
But now I'm
not annoying.
Now I'm not having that problem anymore. Like, I haven't had it crash since like 2 patches ago, and they patch the game constantly and add new content all the time too.
That's good.
Yeah, because they're adding it modularly. They're still building the game. It's neat. Anyway, I'm gonna continue on now because I've been talking about Star Citizen for a while. I got XCOM 2 yesterday.
How is that?
It's very fun. It's very punishing, and I don't want to spoil too much, but I've been recording for YouTube, and I'm going to try and make this a big series. One of the really cool things about XCOM, and one of the things that really keeps you going in XCOM, is the fact that you can make characters that look roughly like your friends and name them after your friends.
Are we going to have the 6 Gaming Theater again?
Yeah, we may be having that.
Uh-oh.
I have a segue for it. So it's a really, really cool system. It makes you really care, like, if you have somebody, you get them promoted all the way up to colonel, and they're a good friend of yours in real life, it's all the more tragic and painful to watch them die.
Ron,
so that leads me on to my second feature of the 6 Gaming podcast, Ferhat.
Okay.
Oh, yes, we gotta start the music. The
Here it
music's
goes.
gotta be
We have the music.
There we go. Can you hear that? It's music. Okay. So,
Fairtoe.
Why do I hear this song and instantly think Ferris Bueller? Anyway.
So, Joe and Ron were both my support characters. Veg was my assault character.
Whoa. Show us your support character? What the hell's wrong with you? He's the worst support ever.
That's the way the classes worked out. I don't know. I wanted Veg to be my heavy character, but he ended up being my assault character. Anyway, Veg was my assault character, and Penth was my sniper.
Yeah.
So, there was an alien abduction site in the lawless wasteland known as Vancouver, Canada. We approached a convenience store in the town, and we spotted them. 6 jet-packed aliens named floaters. And yes, it's probably a poop joke. We engaged him in combat. We exchanged fire and did some damage. Then Veg caught several rounds to the torso. Honestly, not hard considering what we know of him.
Well said.
The entire team went into panic except Veg, who carried himself like a man and recovered. After regaining his composure, he lobbed a grenade with an explosion equaling his rage and lust for revenge. Dispatched 2 of the floaters. While distracted with this action, one floater appeared through a window and fired a volley of plasma bolts at Sho, critting him for 9 damage. Alas, Sho was killed, but let's be realistic, he would be the first one to go.
Worst support ever.
And as fate would have it, Ron was quickly taken out with another critical hit.
Also not surprising.
No,
Didn't do
not
much.
surprising
Sorry,
at all.
bud. Veg continues firing on the aliens with a shotgun until he is outflanked and he gets shot in the back, which is also equally, if not more large than his front. Although, this was Penn's time to shine. After the death of all of his friends, he becomes a golden god of sniping. He moves behind an alien abduction pod and dispatches 5 floaters. In a battle of attrition, he kills every last enemy he's engaged with. Then, silence.
Oh.
Then, a growling from a building further up the street. The mission has to be accomplished, Penn thinks to himself. He goes slightly up the street when he's engaged by one final pod of floaters. They're in a well-fortified position with the high ground. They fire.
Run away! Run away! Run away!
Run away!
Sadness.
And that is how the Six Gaming Podcast would fare in the midst of an alien invasion. Next, let's see how we would survive occupation. Coming soon.
Yes! Yes!
And by the way, I want to mention, you can actually watch this whole fucking mission on my YouTube channel. I posted the whole thing.
What is your YouTube channel?
YouTube.com/Captain Damien Gaming. I repeat, that is YouTube.com/CPT Damien Gaming. Damien with an E, by the way.
CPT GAMIN?
No, don't spread that misinformation.
Shameless plugs, man. I love them.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my feature.
I enjoyed that a lot. Thank you. That was amazing. And actually fairly accurate, by the way.
You're
Very
doing
nicely
some
done.
gaming.
All right. So, does anyone else have anything they want to do before we move on to my favorite part?
Wait, we already did news.
No. My favorite part, Ron.
Wait, are you saying that
we did
news
what
is
you
not your
playing?
favorite part?
No, that was my favorite part. But now we're moving on to my favorite part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
so,
which one's your favorite part, though?
This upcoming
next one.
part, of course. Yeah. I mean, come on, guys. You got to keep up with me here. Okay.
You fail.
So this is the Six Gaming Roundtable. So what this is, every week we propose a new question to my fellow co-hosts as well as you guys here in the chat, and see what your take is, of course. This is completely open and usually as silly as you want it to be. So this week I had a question for you guys. Do you think that you should be able to mod your hardware without, I guess you could call it repercussion, without destroying your warranty or otherwise, facing penalties because you modified your hardware? So to start this off, the reason I brought it up, again, I just started getting into fighting games again, and I have that awesome arcade stick, but the buttons are really shitty that came with it. So I went through and I replaced all the buttons on my deal, and it's an amazing difference, right? It's night and day. So, well, let me put this in another way. If you guys were to try to do that on, say, a 360 controller, you instantly void your warranty. And if you put something like, let's say, an auto fire, or like a hot button, then you could get banned from the games or the Xbox servers. So what do you guys think? Should you be able to modify hardware for whatever it is that you're trying to play?
I
Why not?
don't think so. I don't think that you should be able to. Because
would you say that the Xbox Elite controller is that step in the direction?
Well, does that have auto fire?
Well, no, but it does have pretty much everything else, and you
It
can
has
modify. You know,
finer control and stuff like that, right?
right,
And can change where the buttons are.
right, remapping,
But
and that's something you could never do before. You know, outside of PC.
But they're the ones who gave that ability to you.
yeah,
Right.
that's how they can put it under warranty. If you start modifying stuff and you're concerned with it being out of warranty, then that kind of doesn't hold up because they can't guarantee that it'll work if
Right.
you change it up, right?
And that makes sense.
So-
That does make sense, but they also tend to, like I said, depending on what you do, sometimes you can get banned entirely from their services.
But
So,
you're also
Is that fair?
So yeah, there's two sides to it. The first one is from a company point of view. I mean, I work in a company that manufactures products,
Right.
and if a user alters a product to be used in a way that was not intended, I mean, we spend years designing products. If somebody goes and welds something differently or changes the electronics or updates the software or whatever, how are we supposed to support it? We spent years testing to make sure that it works the way it's manufactured. So
Right.
if someone changes it, now we can't support that, and we can't support it financially, or we can't support it with like user support. And for the auto fire, I mean, now you're saying somebody's going to have an advantage over somebody else, not based on their skill, but based on their soldering ability or something.
Yeah, no, I mean, it makes sense, but I mean, I'm trying to think. So I guess the issue is, like, again, my controllers, for example. If I'm on PC, I can remap my keyboard to be whatever I want. You know what I mean? And that's part of the reason why cheating on PC is so prevalent, because you can modify code and everything else. I guess my question comes down to, like, the maker movement. If I wanted to gut a controller and then maybe 3D print a new shell, I'm still in the wrong, even though I haven't changed their original stuff. I just created a new shell for it. So, you know, but I'm still viewed as the bad guy. That's wrong.
I wouldn't say you're viewed as the bad guy under warranty. I would say that they can't guarantee that you put it back together right. It's all about protecting themselves.
Sure, but I would say that anybody who's actually going to modify, though, usually understands that as soon as they break into it, the warranty's gone. You know,
Sure,
and
also.
that certainly hasn't stopped anybody.
Yeah.
Well, then you got the people that think they can modify, and then they break it, and they're like, replace this for something that's obviously user error, but I don't care because I, broke it myself.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So-
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they could be a little bit more lenient, but not to the point where something gives you an advantage, or that something where if it's user error ruins the piece of hardware, then they
Right.
still have to hold a warranty for you. Like, I think a little bit more leniency, but I mean, not too much, just to protect their own backside.
Again, I do tend to agree, right? The game-breaking stuff that you can do shouldn't be tolerated. But little things like, I don't like the 360 control sticks. The only way for you to change that is to open it up. You know what I mean? Or it was for a while, and then people created add-ons for it. But like my arcade stick, for example, they said, yeah, go ahead, swap out buttons, swap out the control stick, do whatever you want. It's free and open for you to do.
Mhm.
You know, so I'd like to see more of that. You know, let's say that, for example, Mad Catz puts out a controller and they said, look, you guys can do whatever the hell you want. We don't care. Here is your moddable controller. Is that so bad, or why don't
No.
we see more of that?
Well, like you said, the Elite controller is kind of like that, under $150 price tag or so. I think it's definitely something that people should look more into, but a lot of console gamers aren't exactly the most hardcore gamers. So
That's true. That's why
I
they're
don't
on
think-
console.
Yeah, I don't think too many of them really
Oh, gee.
care that much, or they haven't even been exposed to that idea
Right.
yet.
Now, I'm not ripping on console gamers specifically,
Yeah.
but console is obviously much easier to play on. You don't have to worry about configurations and drivers and everything else. So, yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. Now, Damien, what about you? You've been fairly quiet on this one.
Okay, so I have an anecdote for this one, and it's not really so much about modification, but I guess it would have led to modification. So I had a problem with my Xbox One when actually a couple months after I first got it, and I don't remember what game it was. I think I bought Assassin's Creed. Maybe it was Black Flag. I bought Black Flag for it, and for some reason, whenever I was playing Black Flag, my Xbox would get really loud, and it would start getting really hot until one day I heard a snap, and I guess one of the fans inside had broken. So I just figured I have a spare computer fan. I might be able to hook that up to it somehow. I opened up my Xbox. I was going to open up my Xbox, and I noticed the seal. I looked up the seal and noticed I can't open my Xbox to fix the fan because it'll void my warranty. And I sent it in, and they sent it right back and said they fixed the fan. They didn't fix the fan.
Ugh.
So I just voided the warranty and opened it up.
Right.
Right.
Well, it's like,
It turns out that I could get the fan working again.
Which is, yeah, that's really cool, though.
Yeah.
You know, simple mods or hacks like that should be good. So, Ron, what about you, man?
I think it's perfectly fine to do something like that, whether it's to replace existing parts to, what they were before, or to install something custom or new. And it's, like you said, I think it's especially a big thing with, for instance, fighting games. And we even get this kind of stuff in Descent. People have made old adapters to allow old joysticks to work on new systems, stuff like that. So it's
Rise of the Gravis gamepad.
Yeah, not Gravis. This is like old.
Logitech Sidewinder. Whoa.
No,
Yeah.
Microsoft's old 3D Pros. So yeah, those things. Space orbs, for God's sakes. Yeah, stuff like that. I think it's important to do that. I don't think that's something that should be shunned. Of course, you gotta know that you're violating your warranty when you're doing that. It's a thing. It's just something you have to deal with. That's just so that they don't have responsibility when you break it. But I don't think that should stop anyone from doing it.
Yeah, no, makes sense. Again, I was really big into my joypad now, so I kind of wanted to take it to that next step, and I've certainly done that.
Sure wants to take it to the next level with his joystick.
Netflix and chill, bro.
After he
Netflix
eats
and
them
chill.
out, right?
IMAX and Climax, am I right, ladies?
Hi-oh. That just happened.
Every time.
All right, so that's all I got. Last chances? No?
I got
All
nothing
right.
left.
Fucking crickets, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys so very, very, very much for joining us on the Six Gaming Podcast. I am your host, as always, Shosan.
Always.
Please join us every Saturday. We do this at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. And, of course, let me give you the final goodbyes with my awesome, awesome co-host, Mr. Captain Damien.
Bye, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. I did. I'm going to go get mad at XCOM for a while.
Of course. Elthias.
Bye, everyone. Hope you Oh, no, I can't do that.
Yeah, do it as well.
We
I
would
wanted-
prefer that you don't.
Let me just leave on. Apparently, one of the animators for Scroll Girls is a well-known cartoon porn animator.
Nice!
Oh,
There
you
you
go.
go.
I
Hentai for
should
the
get
win.
in contact
apparently.
with this person. Maybe they'll make me some animated stuff.
Oh, God. You don't need animated. No.
With my new website, I mean, we can
No.
look into that.
We're not
So
doing
just,
flat games.
Just remember, if you work hard enough, your dreams can come true.
Right? There you
Or in
go.
Cole's case,
Thanks,
you
Jimmy.
get hard enough.
So, of course,
Yeah.
Cole's final goodbye, sir.
Goodbye. See you in 3 months or so, probably, maybe, hopefully.
Damn
That
you.
works.
I have work again next Saturday, so.
Okay. Mr. Pantherian.
I want to point out that tonight it's 6 Gaming with 6 co-hosts. I think
Yeah,
we should-
that's
6 of us.
worked out
no
nicely.
coincidence.
And it's February 6th, by the way.
Oh,
Oh
Holy
shit!
crap.
Oh,
Wow.
Satan's risen!
Illuminati confirmed.
I'm telling you, man.
what happens if you divide by 3 and then you take only a third of that?
I also want to point out.
Half-Life 3
Yeah.
confirmed.
I also point out that my name is Damien and my credit score is 666. So.
Oh, got it. Nailed it. Yep.
It's some kind of sign or
And also,
premonition.
I think Morthif is the only one left still, but I want to say, hey, why am I not modded on your thing anymore? I'm thankful for the Kafir to come in, and hopefully they'll come back. Ofendingo subbed, and I think we're gonna try to get a 6 Gaming Twitch account set up sometime in the next couple weeks. But I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta have
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
Hi, Morthif.
Yeah, it's
Like a
been on
group,
the agenda.
like 6 Gaming group.
Yep.
I think.
Yeah, it's been on the
Nice.
agenda.
Yeah, so it's the website, which says,
Yeah. So
I keep typing in the website to see if it's up, and it's like,
Well, the website is
yeah, I do too.
fb.me/6gaminggg.
for now.
Yes, shameless plugs. Love them. Finally, all right, Mr. Ron Clay. Any last goodbyes?
Mr. Damien, you're going to have to tell me where the hell I download this damn installer, because I got my free account and I've got the free fly thing in front of me. It's just no downloader.
Yo, dog, I'll link you.
Love it. Okay, so finally for me, guys, I do want to leave you with one last thought. Just think, if you're ever lost or confused, what would Stan Lee do?
who's Stan Lee?
Have a cameo in the problem that you're having.
Like, in everything. Yeah.
Wait.
I can't believe I just heard who is Stan Lee.
Who is Stan Lee?
Get the
What?
Dude, get
fuck
the
off
fuck
my
off the
podcast. You're done. Done.
I'm not
Go
into
home,
comic
Coles,
books, and
you're
I
drunk.
know who Stan Lee is.
Is he like a Gaunt's Jet Lee?
He's the father of superheroes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's,
Okay.
well, it's the Stan Lee parable, right?
Right, exactly. Oh, nailed it.
We need to have this podcast, guys, like right now.
Right.
Let's
All right,
get
Just
so-
it.
shoot this.
Well, thanks again for joining us, you guys, again. I'm going to pass it over to Mr. Runclete. Go ahead, sir.
See you, bye.